Good morning to you guys. It's Sunday, February 21st, 2021. So, I'm just laying here. Need to get up. I have several things I want to talk to. Um, well, talk about. One of the things is I made a video yesterday, but I decided to delete it. It was quite long. And when I tried to upload it, it said it needed to verify my phone number. Is that what's happening with you guys on YouTube? Because of the length of it. So I thought that was a little strange. Maybe that is a thing now. Um, but anyways, I want to talk about several things. The first one is a few months ago, I put in that I'm missing 2 bracelets off my arm at night. One of the bracelets I found like 3 weeks later when I was doing laundry. It was convenient. Well, I wasn't doing laundry. I went out to put some laundry in because my washer and dryer is on my balcony. So, and there's a gap between the railing where a thin man or woman or anybody could fit through there. Um, so I went out on my balcony to put some laundry in, and all of a sudden very small, it's a small tennis bracelet. And of course they picked some of the stones out of it, because they don't want me to have anything nice. So, but it's not like one of the big thick ones, it's a very thin one. So, and it's tiny stones, you can barely see them. But I had said that I had been missing it. Well, it showed up in the washer, like in between where the water comes out. All of a sudden laying right in the middle. Somebody put it there. Because if it was in my clothes, I would have noticed it because it would have made noise. It would have clinked. Also too, so when I got it back, there's a clasp to it that hooks together, and then there's these little prongs that stick out on the side. So I went ahead and wrapped a real heavy piece of embroidery string on it and tied it real tight so that way when it comes loose, it won't fall off. Well, not yesterday, but yesterday morning I woke up with it gone off my wrist again, and when I know it was there at night when I went to sleep, and also one of my earrings missing. An earring that I had clamped shut, and it would have been very difficult to get off because I've been wearing them for the last couple months, and I made sure that they were hard to get off. I had a heck of a time putting them on, so I know that one couldn't have fell off. And I haven't left my house, so my apartment. And I took all the sheets and everything off the bed, and it's not there. I looked behind the bed. As soon as I immediately woke up, I knew it was gone, and I looked behind the bed, and I looked everywhere for this earring, and it's gone, and my bracelet's gone again. So this is the games they play, but you got to realize they got to be taking that. They have to be touching me to take that earring off. And how can my bracelet be gone again when I tied it really tight and tied it up with, like I'm saying, this heavy piece of string, embroidery string. It couldn't have fallen off. There is no way. So where are these 2 pieces? Where are my earrings at? And see, that's the game they've played with me. When I noticed that this all started, years and years ago, I was still living in my house, and I still own my house, and I had this couch that had puffy arm cushions on it, and you could lift it up and probably put like a piece of paper or some Kleenex or anything underneath it and then put it down. Well, I found one of my earrings up underneath there. And how can that be? It's not like it can just fall in there, because those cushions you would have to lift up to put something underneath it. and I found my one of my earrings underneath there. So somebody put it there. And also too, like I lived with a boyfriend at the time, and he couldn't find three wallets. He never found three wallets. They were just missing. Like his whole wallet would disappear every so many months. And he said he knew right where he left it and how could it disappear, and he wasn't the type of person to lose stuff like that. And how could you lose your wallet three times in a row? And I found one of my phone that was just disappeared. One of my phones, I found it outside run over. So there you go. That was the start of all this. And they always take my jewelry. And I work for one of the big box agency stores. So what happened is when I was working in the office, and I worked there a number of years, I worked in the office. So when I was working in the office, one of the girls from my hometown, ladies from my hometown, that doesn't like me over this lawsuit. So, what happened is, they stole like my clothes and all my jewelry out of my home and all that. And then they would have her, take it to work and give it out to people and say she didn't want it, it was hers. And she'd wear my jewelry and stuff to irritate me. Because she knew if I went and told, and see, I was smarter than that, though I knew better than to say anything. But one time she did wear, like, I had these pair of purple and blue earrings that were pure silver. And one time she did wear one of the pair of earrings and to work. And I told her in the lunchroom, if you ever wear those earrings again, I'm calling the cops, because those earrings were made just for me. They weren't. They were special earrings made just for me. There's not another pair like them, two pair. And she never wore them again. And I told her that I will call the cops. And she didn't never wear them again. But that's a thing they do to me. They take all my jewelry, and they always take one of everything. Like if my earrings, if I leave them anywhere in a group, they always take one of all of them. And when they're not taking one, they always damage it, just like they damage my clothes with holes and pick the seams out. And my blankets, they damage them too. They'll put holes in them, and I don't know what they do, but they make them all look terrible. And the string thing, this is what they do. They do strings like that, and they damage all of my stuff. Like every blanket I have, there's holes in them. They all look like hell, like they've been through like a bleaching process or something, and they always look old. They always, like this one, it has a lot of tears and it never did. A lot of holes here, look. This is the thing they do. They make sure that all the strings are sticking up all the time. There's always a lot of holes, and this blanket shouldn't be looking like this. Damn old. That's what they do. They tear. And this blanket has a lot of holes in it. A lot of holes everywhere. I'm an old lady. Come on. And you can tell that the holes are intentionally done because look how round they are. They're perfectly round. Strings sticking up on everything. My clothes, my towels, my blankets. This is an ongoing thing they do. And you can see that these are picked out because it's all of the little things, every one of them. You can see that it was intentionally done. And then this blanket looks like really old, and it shouldn't be looking this old. It's what they do. Now, Now you could say, okay, well that's just an old blanket. It's probably just wore out. Well, yeah, but it shouldn't have that many holes on it. How do you get the holes in a thick blanket like this? And I live by myself. It's not like I have kids or anything like that. And I'm an old lady. Just like, how could I lose my earrings all the time, constantly, when I never leave my house? How does that happen? I mean, how does all this damage happen to my clothes? I mean, really. You got to think about it. How is all this happening? Especially if you lose it's a hoop earring. So if you lose a hoop earring, you should be able to find it if you don't leave your house. Especially when you live in a small, tiny apartment like I do. And I tore my whole bed apart and looked behind it. And, after a while, you're going to find it, right? Because I didn't leave my house. So it has to be somewhere in the house. If you think that, I mean, that's logical. If you're running on logic and you think what I'm saying is not true, then where is the earring and where is my bracelet? It has to be in the house somewhere. And I've already checked the washer. It's not in there. So it has to be in the house, both of those pieces. Because I didn't leave my house. I hardly ever leave my house. My apartment. It's not a house. It's an apartment. I hardly ever leave it, and it's tiny. And I don't have a kitchen table. I don't have a lot of things. I have one couch. And I don't even have a bed frame for my bed. I just have the mattress and the box springs. So where is it? Where is my earring? As soon as I woke up, I knew it was gone. So that means that it had to been in the bed somewhere, right? Well, it's not, because I tore the whole bed, all the sheets, everything off the bed. So where is it? It's not in the washer. I already checked. So where is it? And if somebody didn't take it, where is my bracelet and my earring? Anyways, also missing pots and pans. I'm missing a pink skillet that I bought for myself about a year ago. A pink skillet's gone. I had 2 sets of pots and pans. One I bought real cheap. Both of them are cheap, but one was extremely cheap when I first moved in here, and that set's gone. Along with the pink pan that I had, a really large pink pan, it's gone. My fire safe lockbox is gone with my family Bible in it. A whole toolbox is gone. With full of tools. I bought some pants when I first moved in here. This has been gone for about a year. With flowers on them. I think I wore them once. They're gone. All my jeans are gone, except for the old ones. Holes and all my seams picked out of my clothes, especially my shirts and jeans. So if I get a pair of jeans, they ruin them. They ruin them. They start picking the thread out, making holes in them, messing with everything constantly. I brought a whole set of um pink sheets here, bright pink sheets for my bed, queen size. And the pillowcases, the 2 matching pillowcases are gone. I always seem to get extra. I don't hear a lot of other TIs talking about this. I hear them talking about, will they move things in their apartments and this, but I don't hear them saying that they're constantly being. There's only one other TI that I know of that this is constantly happening to, because they document it. And that TI is in North Carolina. But I don't hear other TIs saying that they're waking up with bruises like me. Weird bruises with the 6 dots and one in the middle. Waking up with extremely dry mouth all of a sudden the last few days. I don't hear other TIs saying that. I don't hear other TIs saying that they're constantly big boxes when they pack up their stuff to move, and Home Depot boxes that a whole box disappears. I don't hear other TI saying that. And if you hear like somebody snurping on my videos, like I call it snurping, but it's like going like this, that's not me. I'm not doing that. Because the last video I recorded, all through the video that I heard that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Peace and love.